Hey guys, we are back with some more Halifax Tugboats franchise mode, and we are back in the playoffs in year number 13. And this might be the last year, not entirely sure, but good chance that it will be. So we have to make the most of these playoffs. So let's sim to game number 1 against the New York Islanders, Brooklyn Islanders, whatever you want to call them. Let's get into the game, see who they have. And they have an 88 for goaltending, so they might be a little weak there. Obviously not going to judge them, though, because, you know, they're in the playoffs for a reason. So as we go into edit lines here, options, view opponents. So Bathgate, 85, Obergauer, 85, Joshua was saying 86. Not the greatest first line I've ever seen, and really not the greatest forward core I've ever seen. No forward over 86. So Ho-Sang is their best forward, overall-wise anyway. Dalcal, 82. Bracco, 84. And Leonard Jenner, 83. Wow. Quite the weak forward core. Kirby Reichel, 84. Ryan Strome, 80. Sergei Kavanov, 84. And Nathaniel Pensek, 82. Frank Petrano, 83. And Nikita Shashnikov, 83. So in terms of overall in relation to the line that they're on, their fourth line is technically their best line in terms of that. Like when you see a third line, you expect all 84s or, you know, 83s, 85s, even in some cases. And then second line, like, you know, 87, 88, and then the first like 89 and more, right? So it's technically their fourth line is their most rounded line here when you consider that. And then defensively, they're not even that good either in terms of overall. Wotherspoon and Pulock, and then Tulipov and Shea, and then Kopitz and Dufresne. So they got a lot of defensive defensemen. They got that one offensive defenseman in Tulipov. But, yeah, I mean, and he'll be a threat as well because he's got that 90 offensive awareness. So you know he's going to be getting some points on us. But I think from the back end, that's really about it in terms of offensive threats. Maybe, Pulock with that 91 offensive awareness and the hard shot. Yeah, Pulock could be a threat as well. So maybe they're I don't know. Maybe they're better than we're seeing on paper, but on paper they're just not too impressive. And then goaltenders, let's see. Yeah, I mean even goaltender they're like average, you know. 86 for Graham Booze and Stuart Skinner 83. So really not the most inspired lineup we've ever seen. I'll say that much. 88 is their highest overall player in Ryan Pulock, and then after that is an 86 in Josh Ho-Sang and Graham Booze. So really, again, not the most inspired lineup I've ever seen, but we have been surprised before in the playoffs. So don't want to get ahead of myself here as you compare that to our lineup. I mean, we just destroy them in almost every position besides goaltender. Yeah. I mean, even our fourth line's better than theirs. So not gonna get ahead of myself though, as I said. So let's just get into this exit game. Yep, and let's get to the simulation. Yep, simulate. Looks like a few games already happened, and let's go. First period. Pensek. Come on now. Second period. Okay, Sabrin, but the Shea for them, so didn't really make up too much ground there. But I guess Shea scored first, so we technically cut the deficit to 1. So we have the momentum on our side technically, but that momentum appears to be died down right now as no one is scoring. Ay, Shea is the second of the game, right on front of the net, nonetheless. Yikes, 3-1. Not good. Not good. We need that first line to step up in a big way because they were our only scorers technically throughout the entire season, like consistent scorers. I mean, we got depth scoring all around. It's just like those are our only players who are going to be scoring, who we expect to score nearly every game, right? So, or at least be on the score sheet in some way besides penalties. All right, here we go. First period of game number 2. Okay. Obergoer and then Brule of all people. Jesus. All right, second period. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Point and La Pointe on Grambus. All right. We have the 2-goal lead going into the third. Let's hold it that way. There you go. Jay Connolly and Josh Ho-Sang right after. And we are on the power play. That was a strong point of our season. Man. Cannot convert on the power play ever in the playoffs, it seems like. As we have a 2-0 or a 2-goal lead rather at the end of the third period, and that'll be it. Series tied 1-1. Good. Good. I did not want to go down 2-0 against the New York Islanders. That was not going to happen. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Game number 3. Here we go in Brooklyn. Let's go. First period. There you go, boys. LaPointe, Point, and Dunham. I had to say the the LaPointe and Points named together because the memes. Yeah, 3-1 and Ryan Strome for them. All right, second period. Here we go. Yeah, Braden Point. Once again, excuse me, as my throat is really scratchy as I go for some water. All right, so 4-1 lead. Do not blow this Halifax. Let's just take a 2-1 series lead so that we don't have to worry too much about going down against the New York Islanders. All right, come on now. I would love to see a power play goal one of these days, Halifax. Come on. There you go. I mean, you never know. Maybe those goals that happen during the quick sim, like the first and second period, are during the power play, and it just never happens when we actually slow sim. So let's see. Any sweeps? Yeah, Pittsburgh and Arizona swept their series, and Minnesota looks to be on the brink of being swept as well by Dallas. So probably, unless they do a reverse sweep, won't have to deal with them in the finals if we make it there. And again, I hope we do make it there. First period of game number 4, nothing doing. Islanders are out shooting us 12-5, so not good. Second period, come on now, there you go. Jay Connolly on Grant Booze. All right, here we go. Third period, 1-0 lead. Get that insurance marker and then shut her down. There you go, Jerry Frank. Jerry Frank, the leader from the defensive core, or on the defensive core. Can we hold this lead to take a 3-1 series lead in this series? Yes, we can. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This team is stingy. I love it. All right. Cody Dunham is injured. Oh, goodness. Let's see. How long? That's why I traded for those extra forwards. Wrist sprain for until April 30th. Okay, so about 2 weeks. Okay, so yeah, that's why I traded for depth forwards, boys. I knew that was going to happen eventually. All right, let's see. So Curdiles, or Curdiles, however it's pronounced, Ricard Raquel, and Aronson. You know what? Let's get Ricard Raquel back in there, just for old time's sake. There you go. Ricard Raquel back in the lineup as a tugboat. And, yeah, I'll just leave him there on the 4th line, left wing. I don't think, yeah, no. Dunham wasn't on any special teams, so we don't have to worry about that. So, Vancouver beat Nashville, and Minnesota took a game. And Carolina's actually going up 3-2 as well, so might have to deal with them again. Not going to be fun. It's never fun against Carolina. All right, here we go. First period, nothing doing. The second period, Frank Vetrano on Mathot. All right, still very much a winnable game going into the third period. Come on now. Yeah, Trevor Hansick on Grant Booze. Frank Vetrano again, 4th line. Give me a break. Come on, Obergauer. Don't do this to me, Halifax. Don't, come on now. Get something, Halifax. Get a goal, and then Maybe you could tie it up with an empty net. I don't know. Or with the net empty, rather. Not an empty net. That would be bad. Yeah. So, series is now 3-2. We still have 2 games to close it out, but I prefer not to go to a Game 7. I'm already having flashbacks of, of the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on now. Don't do this to me. Oh, and good news. LA is up 3-2 against Calgary, so maybe Calgary will be eliminated. Whew, first period. Nothing doing. You're making me nervous, Halifax. Second period. Oh, no. Frank Petrano. It's going to be the Stanley Cup Finals all over again. Just watch. Please don't go to a Game 7, Halifax. Do something. There you go. Brendan Weber. Okay. We're tied once again. Get that go-ahead goal, and then, you know, shut her down. Can't really ask for more than that. And are we going to... Yes, Brendan Weber. The clutch, and Voloshenko with the empty net. And we are going to win in 6 games. Ooh, okay. Had a little bit of a scare there, but we came out on top with special thanks to Brendan Weber, our sniping defenseman. As it looks like we have Pittsburgh in the second round. So Pittsburgh, for a second year in a row, that is that's rough. And Carolina won their series as well. So, okay. And also Calgary came back against LA. Come on, LA. Come on, LA. Come on, LA. Beat out Calgary so we don't have to deal with them again. Yeah, all right. So we do not have to deal with the nightmare that is the Calgary Flames this year if we get to the Stanley Cup Finals. So your Elite 8, Vancouver, LA, Dallas, Arizona, Tampa, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Halifax. So, all right, we had a little bit of a scare there in that round. Really, I was legitimately having flashbacks of Stanley Cup Finals of last year. Braden Point with 8 points, Sabrin with 5, Weber with 4, Connolly with 4, Voloshenko with 4, Jocelyn with 3, Frank with 3. So a lot of depth scoring, actually, especially for 6 games. Hansik with 2, Lapointe with 2, Barkov with 2. So not quite the performance he had last year, but you know what? At least they all came to play in this series. Everyone but like 3 players got a point, at least 1 point, right? So a lot of depth scoring. That's good. Good to see. Let's check goaltenders. I mean, yeah. Gilbert Mathot, I mean, he's given us a chance to win. Man, this guy's been proved every single year. I mean, he's only been with us 2 years, but still. 9.35 save percentage in the first round. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And when you compare that to last year, his playoff stats last year, 920. Hopefully he can carry this same form throughout the entire playoffs. If he can, we're winning this Stanley Cup, no doubt. So, I mean, I really don't have too much else to say. Let's check the team stats. Goals for per game. Where are we? Halifax. 2.5. So, not bad. Not good either, though. But here's where I expected us to be low, and we are 1.67 goals against per game. Really can't get too much better than that. Power play, I mean, some of these teams are going to come back down to earth, you know it, and we're at an 18.8, and we had a decent power play in the entire year, so you got to at least trust that same power play, you know. Penalty kill, 91.7. There you go. I mean, that says it all right there. We are a very defensive team, and we can come back in those tight games, especially shown by Brendan Weber in that last game 6 right there. So that'll about do it for this one. It's a really short episode here as we take round number 1 against the New York Islanders, and we are going to be facing the Pittsburgh Penguins in round number 2. See you guys then.